it's such an interesting exercise, I feel, because particularly the time that we're in, it's hard to imagine what 10 years from now is going to look like.
If the next 10 years of your life were a story worth telling, what would it be about? Not the practical version, not the safe version, the remarkable one. Today, as we move into the practical application part of this series, we're going to begin to shape that story by asking yourself these questions and responding to them in a meaningful way. So there's several sets of questions I mentioned as part of this exercise for envisioning your future, and I'm going to give you a sample of the first set of questions and then provide all of them in the show notes below. The first set of questions is about giving yourself permission to dream. Not practical dreams, not realistic dreams, but remarkable ones. I want you to use these prompts, these few prompts coming up, to let your imagination run untamed. Ask yourself these questions and write down the responses. Take the time to do that, because the implications for doing that simple exercise, can have far-reaching, positive, life-changing consequences. So here are the questions. What does your remarkable 10-year quest look like? What heroic story would you want to tell 10 years from now? What 3 impossible dreams would you dare to claim? What shadow beasts, fears, old beliefs, internal obstacles stand in your way? What artistry or mastery must you develop? Looking back 10 years from now, what brought you the most joy? All right, that's your first set of questions, and I want you to kind of take the time to think through that. I'll provide this first set of questions and a second set of questions in the show notes below. So take the time this week, if you're kind of going through the series together, to respond to each of those questions. And it could take, 10, 15, 20 minutes, hopefully not longer than that, to give you just a clearer sense of what you want out of life and how the next 10 years could unfold. So as you respond to these questions, the point isn't accuracy. The point is giving yourself permission to dream. So I've given you the first set of questions about the ideal end state, the dream life that you want. I'll give you another set of questions in the show notes below about your purpose, vocation, calling. It would be great if you could respond to each of these questions. Take the time, 15, 20 minutes, longer if you can, just to reflect on what you want out of life in these areas. And we'll get into 2 additional sets of questions next time as we look at creating this remarkable, ideal life for yourself. Your responses to these remarkable life questions, if you take the time to do it, can really set you up for greater success in your Good Life project. That year-long project that you're working on can help you clarify and make sure that your Good Life project is in alignment with your most important 10-year goals and your core values. So I hope you take the time to answer these questions for yourself. Invest in yourself by doing this. So one more reminder, if you'd like to do this kind of exercise with other people, with a group of men, please join our wait list.